Hey everyone, it's Greg from Stationery Shenanigans. Join me for a Thanksgiving weekend trip to Ohio. So, my first stop here is in Columbus. This is the first time I've ever been to Columbus, and I wanted to check out the Ohio Craft Museum. I wanted to go to the Columbus Art Museum, but it was $22 a ticket plus pay for parking, and I was like, pass. But the Craft Museum is kind of like a collection of artisans and artists who sell things and it's free to enter. So I was like, perfect. This is a great way to check out some local art. One of my goals for 2026, which I've mentioned before, I start my goals a little bit earlier in November, like my New Year's resolutions. One of my goals is to support more artists or to support more local businesses. So I figured this is a good way to get started. Here we have some leather. This is really cool. This is like rock soap or jewel soap, whatever you want to call it. And there were so many different cool things. These like these wooden boxes this man makes, and there were prints and jewelry. And because for the holidays they had a lot of Christmas things for sale, including all these trees set up where they had different handmade ornaments. And it was just a really nice time. And I bought a gift for someone. I walked around a little bit. It was really pleasant to be there. So if you happen to be in Ohio and in the Columbus area, make sure you check out the Ohio Craft Museum. Next up, I went to the store on paper in downtown Columbus, and I had saw this on Google Maps. Of course, I always search for stationery stores whenever I'm in a new city, but I wasn't sure how much stationery they'd actually have. And to my surprise, they had a wonderful selection of really cool items. They had a lot of cards and different kind of notebooks. They had fountain pen inks, and they even had a typewriter set up where you could play around with the typewriter, which I thought was super cool. And yeah, the staff was really friendly and I'm so glad that I stopped here, especially on Black Friday today. They had 15% off everything. So I did buy some stuff, which will be later in this video. I also did a search for any Japanese places in case there was any Japanese stationery stores. And again, to my surprise, in northwestern Columbus, there's kind of like this Japanese shopping center that has a full grocery store, a gift shop, a bakery, a ramen restaurant, a sushi restaurant, and they had so many authentic things from Japan. And I was surprised at the stationery collection. I did pick up a few things, and I'll talk about it later in this video. It was super crowded, so I couldn't record as much I would have liked to. I did see these high tide fountain pens, and I should have bought this one, but I wanted to see it posted. But anyway, they had things for the house, all kinds of different gifts and skincare products. It was awesome. Okay, just got back to my hotel room. It is very cold out. So I did some shopping stationery wise, of course. And yeah, it's only 5 o'clock and I want to like still go out for a little bit. So since there is a Walmart in the same shopping center as my hotel, I'm just going to see if there's any Black Friday deals. So yeah, let's see. I do think it's time for a coffee. I'm gonna see if my hotel lobby has coffee, and if it's not good enough, I'm gonna get coffee somewhere else because life is too short to drink crappy coffee. Yes, I am getting a mystery Christmas SpongeBob plush because why not? Okay, friends, we are now in the stationery aisles at Walmart. I had to remove the audio because of the music playing in the background, and I did not want to get a YouTube copyright strike, and I don't want to be in YouTube jail. So I'm just looking here. We saw the infamous Moleskine notebooks that Walmart sells, which I think the paper is not as good as other Moleskines. I love this Spill the Tea journal. They really up their game in terms of like what Pen and Gear offers and other brands. I saw these 5-star notebooks that someone said fit in a Grand Voyager for Paper Republic. Here's that nice lineup, which again, I feel like the prices here have gone up a lot, where you could buy like Japanese branded items almost for the same price and have much better quality. But anyway, there are planners, all different kinds of journals and notebooks. There's this like $1 craft notebook that I'm curious since it has perforated pages. I wonder if anyone has used these. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever used this from Pen and Gear. Definitely a affordable option, and maybe someday I'll try it. I also saw these little mini composition books that have cats all over them, and I was so close to buying them, but I just didn't. I figured I will show you all in case you want to go out to your local Walmart and buy them. Has anyone tried Cambridge brand notebooks? I'm curious what the paper quality is like. They make a nice lineup of like professional looking notebooks and project managers and such, but I'm just not sure about the paper. And here are some more notebooks. Okay, we have reached the haul portion of my vlog with Ohio Stationery. Yes, the lighting and the audio is going to be bad. I'm in my hotel room. I don't have a good setup. I do travel with this battery operated lamp. So this helps because I like it when I go places and I can read because I need good lighting. So look how 3 levels. This is inexpensive and I got it on Amazon. I'll post the link below, but I like to read a lot, and hotel lighting, like lights next to the bed, are never strong enough for me. So I always have to carry one of these when I travel. So I don't know if it's gonna focus, but let's talk about the stationery I bought. So this morning I went to the Ohio Craft Museum, which is basically like an artisan's, I don't know what you'd call it, like a guild. It's like a permanent place where local artists sell stuff and everything's like kind of handmade. And I was impressed by the selection of items they had. I actually had a hard time buying a gift for someone and the prices were not like over the top like you see at some art shows. So I was very impressed for that reason. So I want to show you what I got. This is a red leather, it says coin purse, but it's really like kind of like a pencil case. I'll show you who this is from, but it's funny because it's actually from Tennessee. But this is like a burgundy leather. It's gorgeous. Again, 2025 is the year of red, according to Travelers Company and Paper Republic. This is a YKK zipper in gold. And then you open it up. This is from K. Bellum Leather, handmade in the US. Mokiko Kori is the leather artisan. They're actually located in Nashville, Tennessee, which is funny because I'm coming here from Tennessee and I never heard of them before, so I'll be sure to look them up. $29 for this really beautiful, and the leather feels amazing. I'm calling it a pencil case. That's what it is. That's probably what I'm going to use it for. It's a really good price. This is gorgeous. They had so many other choices that I liked, but I really just wanted to keep it simple, and I really wanted this like burgundy red and gold look. I feel like it's very classy. So again, sorry if it doesn't show up too nicely on our travel vlog stationery haul. So that's the first item. The second bag here is from On Paper, which is the downtown Columbus stationery store, and I was very impressed. I got more than I thought I would at a store like that. First thing I got, first of all, they had 15% off everything today because of Black Friday, which was awesome. But I always see these Midori stamps, and I feel like they're expensive. They are pricey. This was $18, I believe. And I never get them because I feel like they are overpriced. But this one was speaking to me. It's a habit tracker. I thought it was cute with like little birds. I think they're popular for a reason, so that's why I was like, you know what, since we're doing something different, let's just buy one and give it a whirl. And then I did get some writing implements, of course. So first up, and I think I have one of these in the mini version, this is the Oto WN01 mechanical wooden pencil. So it's gorgeous. I got the natural looking one made of cedar. It's basically a mechanical pencil in 0.5 that's wooden on the outside. And they had all different colors. I really thought about getting the blue color. They had a regular traditional yellow color. They're all gorgeous. This is made by Oto Japan. And I still like to use pencils. And I thought this was just a nice little way to still feel like you're using a wooden pencil that's full size and not actually have to carry around a sharpener or anything. And I believe this is not a bad price. I think this was $8 before the discount. So that is a pretty nice gift for someone. If you're looking for gifts, I'm sure they sell these at a lot of stationery stores. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, I should have got the blue one. But, you know, it's just hindsight is 2020. Next, I got a Mitsubishi, I'm not in the camera there, sorry. I got a Mitsubishi 9850 HB pencil. Again, it is in like that maroon. I'm just in my red maroon era. I loved On Paper because they had testers set up for everything. So they actually had one of these pencils sharpened and you could write with it on Kokio paper, by the way, which is, again, awesome in my book. And I just really liked how this felt. So I believe it was like $1. So good price. Next one, this is the Mitsubishi 9800s B. I really wanted 2B because they had a tester for 2B and it felt so smooth. Normally I always buy HB because I don't know why. I just don't want to write too dark. But I was like, you know what? Let's just get a B. Let's just try it out. So another wooden pencil. And I had to get a lip pen and this blue. Now, whoops. This is a story that maybe you've all experienced, but I wanted the black one. And I don't know why I did this, but I wanted to try the black one because I'm going through my felt tip era pen and I've been using a Papermate Flare and it's a little too thick for me. And I literally tested the black one. I put the black one back, and then when I made the decision to purchase one, sorry, it's not in focus, I picked up this blue one. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. I wanted the black one, so maybe I'll see if I can get some on Amazon or something, but I really wanted the black one because I know I've already used this kind of before. I guess it's okay. Blue is a good color. It matches my new kind of notebook that I've been using. But does anyone else do that where you know you want one thing and then for some reason you buy the other color or other design and then you immediately regret it? Like, I got back to my car thinking I should go back and just buy another black one. But my meter was out and I didn't want to have to pay like for another hour at the parking meter. So I just was like, lesson learned. Just when you want something, you get the one that you want and don't think about it. Last but not least, from On Paper, they had a beautiful collection of fountain pen inks. Not too many because it gets overwhelming, but they had a binder set up where you could see them all. So I did get this J. Urban Ver Empire green. Again, sorry, it wasn't even camera. It's like a green color. I feel like the swatch that they had doesn't look this green. Again, it could be the lighting. It looks almost like a green grayish, and I just was really intrigued by it. I do love J. Urban. I love how they come in these little metal containers. It's just great to travel with. So yeah, and the guy working there was awesome. I feel like everyone in that store was super cool. He literally asked me, oh, like what kind of fountain pen are you going to use this in? And I was thinking of my Kaweco, and he was like, oh, funny. And he pulled out the Kaweco that he carries in his pocket. I think it was one of the silver aluminum ones. And he was asking me about my fountain pen usage and all that stuff. So I thought that was a really nice touch. So if you're in Columbus, Ohio, I definitely recommend going to On Paper if you have the chance. Okay. I went to J Avenue, which is an amazing hidden gem, not hidden gem, but I was shocked of how cool this store was and how the whole shopping center was. It's like a little Japanese shopping center in Northwest Columbus, like in the suburbs. I think it's considered the suburbs, I'm not sure. I was all over Columbus today, and this is my first and only time I've been here so far. So anyway, they actually had tons of stationery, and I wasn't ready for that. The store was packed. I mean, like packed. Like again, today was Black Friday. Everything was crazy. Even when I went to the Japanese grocery store, the line was zipping around the aisles. So I tried to keep looking, but sometimes I literally was getting bumped into, and that's a no-no for me. So anyway, let's show, I think I have some non-stationary items. So first thing I got, because I've been into like incense lately, I always wanted to try a Japanese brand of incense, and this is from Shoyedo. This is tea leaves scent incense made in Japan. This was pretty affordable. I believe it was $4.25 from Kyoto. Yeah, I have been burning incense in my apartment, a little different than a candle vibe, and I've always wanted to try one. I know Omoi in Philly sells Japanese incense, and their owner Liz has talked about them before, but I never bought one before, so now we did that. Next up, I got this tea canister because I really wanted like a nice Japanese tea tin, and this design is actually a little bit different than the one I was gonna get, but I don't know, it was just speaking to me, and I wanted one that was bigger. I'll show you. Now that I'm looking at it, I wish I bought a smaller one. This is what it's like to be me. I still like this, but I'm regretting it. I wanted the other one, but I grabbed this one. I don't know why I'm like that. I have to work on this. Anyway, this was $7.50, made in Japan. It's gorgeous. It'll hold plenty of tea. I'll show you the tea that I got from the grocery store, because I knew I went in here first and I was like, well, I plan on buying tea when I'm at the grocery store, and I want to get a little container for it to up my tea game. So I got that one. We're moving on. We're not overthinking it. I did get this really cute tote bag with a Shiba Inu on it. It's a big green tote bag. I love green. I'm not going to take it out of the wrapper right now, but you get the gist. I saw it and I had to have it. Okay, now the stationery items. Again, they had a cool selection. I was very impressed. Also, you all know I've been trying to buy stuff that I don't have it already, or it's a different design than I would normally buy. So first up, these are, I believe it's Midori, right? Yeah, these are Midori stickers. I just like this like black, gold, and silver. I don't know if you can tell, but it is metallic and coppery outdoor winter theme with like the bear and the trees. So I just thought this was cute. This was $4.50. I just like that color scheme. So we got those. And then this I've never seen before. This is a Midori A5 size notebook. $3, which seems very inexpensive. It is a green paper that is dot grid, which I don't love dot grid, but for this I wanted to try it. They had blue and I think another color. I just thought this was different, so I went for it. Then I got this recycled MT washi tape with coffee cups. Kind of hard to see, I know. It's like a gray background and a green, yellow, brown motif for the actual coffee cups. And again, it just kind of matched the vibe. And this is, okay, so this is MT Upcycle coffee filter. So maybe they're made out of coffee filters. And then I have one of these before, I think, but I didn't get this color. So this is a Nini P Deco, again, with this like green color. I was in a green mood, and even I said that to the Japanese woman who was checking me out. I was like, yeah, for some reason everything I bought today has like green in it. And she's like, oh, even your coat is green, because I was wearing a green coat. So I don't know why. I tend to buy a lot of green things. But yeah, so Nini Pie, if you haven't seen, it has like two tips, like a marker tip and then a fine tip in one, and you just like rotate and you can write with a different one. So I just decided to get that. So that is what I got from J Avenue, which is like the Japanese gift store kind of thing. And then let me show you the tea that I got. Okay, so I did get this brand of sencha tea. I used to buy this brand, I'll show you here, when I lived in DC, because it was really popular at a lot of the like Asian grocery stores. But the ones I went to at home in Tennessee, I don't know if I could find this brand. Although, to be honest, I haven't gone back to that store to look lately. But I just was like, you know what, I'm here. They have a big selection. It's pretty fresh. It's good till 2027. So I bought the bigger pack of this sencha tea. I'm trying to drink more green tea. and it's not going too well. I'm still drinking a lot of coffee. But I really wanted a hojicha that was loose, which is what I got this container for. So this is the Maide hojicha roasted green tea. This is 80 grams. I think this is $6, which I feel like is a good price. Again, good till March 2027, so it's pretty fresh. And I love hojicha because it has like reduced caffeine. So if it's something you want to have at night or you're not sure if you want to have a lot of caffeine, it has a really good taste. So I bought this one to put in this container. Ironically, again, I need to work on this. This tea would have fit in the smaller container, but I was like, it's not going to fit. I should buy a big container. So even though this is a gorgeous tea tin, and I'm sure I won't regret it later, now I'm mad at myself. This is like a genuine psychological issue that I have, is like I don't buy the thing I actually want. I buy something similar, and then I immediately regret it. Why do we do that? And that's not, I feel like that's more prevalent in my stationery and like hobby purchases. If there's something that I want, I just don't get the one that I think I want to get, because it's like more expensive, but then I regret it. So it's like, I should have just spent the money and got the one that I wanted. So anyway, this is still a gorgeous color. It's like a turquoise and it looks very classy, and you know, it'll fit plenty of tea. But I don't know why I just didn't get the one that cute Japanese cats on it. I don't know why I did that, but anyway, so hojicha and sencha. That is my haul from my Ohio Thanksgiving trip. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Take care.